welcome to the Bourbon Basement. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Steve.
And hopefully the quality's a little better. We're on a better phone now.
My phone's pretty daggone good.
It should be straight now, unlike the last episode.
I did the best I could.
Should have double checked. Because I know the Bourbon Basement is not on level, but that camera definitely was.
It may be a little unlevel.
I don't think it is.
I don't know either.
I don't think it would have passed inspection if it was. But thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and start drinking because it's probably going to be one of those shows.
What? Yeah, so that's the pleasant way to invite them to drink. Guys, everybody out there knows this show's a lot better with one or two in you already. And
happy Friday, happy early 4th to everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Thanks. You know what we're going to do? We're going to start drinking too.
That's fine.
We're going to kind of sample this as we go through the show. So we're doing the
a baby bottle.
RD1 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished with French oak. It's 101 proof. These are a 200 milliliter gift set.
So
that I got.
This is the one that we're actually doing the review on.
This
right?
is the one we're doing a review on. The others up here just to see kind of what they have. I'm going to go through them a little bit because there's not a whole lot of history. This is a pretty new distillery.
Not a whole lot of history, but we do have 2 pages front and back. Folks.
Well, just the notes.
Whoa!
A little bit.
That's my job.
I know, but you were said we was going to drink and you didn't pour.
What, you literally pulled it back here and then set it back up front. I didn't know what you were doing.
All right, I'm going to pour me first because that's...
Lord knows you need it.
I do. But no, so I lost my track. Oh, so this was a gift set, the little 3 bottles, right?
From?
Well, it was just, I bought it for myself, from myself.
But from?
I think I got it at Liquor Barn. Mm-hmm. And what it is that where I got it? All right. Well, anyway, what it is this Round One's a craft distillery, right? It's, and everybody knows if you're going with craft stuff, that these bottles are usually around $60+ for the big ones.
The big ones.
Yeah, so I don't even know if I'm going to like it, right? And this was 3 different versions that they had for around $40. So I thought I'd just try that and maybe save a little bit of money. And if I do like them, I can always go back and buy the big bottle. I thought that was like...
For not a whole lot of money.
I thought that was thrifty.
Thrifty.
And
we're always trying to save a buck.
So we can go through, we can have our drinks, we can do some smells, we can interrupt each other with some taste and stuff like that, but then we'll give an overall thing at the end.
So what changed?
With?
The way we did it. What did I miss when I wasn't here?
Well, you didn't miss it, but when Gene Boy was on the show with me, this is what we did, and we kind of...
This is not the Bourbon Basement.
No, I enjoyed the way it went, because we got to... You know how you don't like silence when we're both drinking and stuff?
I just told you not to drink at the same time as me.
I know, but there wasn't. But I've already done all my talking at that point, so it was really. I think it's kind of better this way because I got stuff to talk. You're over there drinking.
I mean,
you can add in, and I can get a drink.
I can yap when I want to, but.
But anyway, so I think that, and I've had some suggestions that maybe we need to drink earlier because it makes it more fun.
Okay.
All right. That was.
So we're that
was
boring,
from
guys?
you, viewers. Drink
we're
earlier.
That boring? Lord of mercy.
All right. Well, you know what we're doing today, but I do have something to tell. So, you all may have noticed.
I'm sure you have a lot to tell.
I do.
Bourbon Neophyte says, "Cheers, all you magnificent whiskey people."
Neophyte.
Happy birthday,
Welcome
America!
Back.
Happy birthday, America! 250.
250.
250. The big 250 this year. Thank you for tuning in, Neophyte.
Then he said, then Gene Boy said, "Happy Friday, happy birthday, America! Cheers to all." And then Bourbon Neophyte says, "Cheers."
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All
Miss
right.
Producer.
Bourbon Neophyte, it's
Hey, woo!
it's good to have you back. We've missed you on the show. You all may have noticed I haven't been doing, like once a month, I would always do the Bourbon Basement Bourbon Haul, like what we've got once a month.
We've not had any big ones.
Well, the reason I haven't been doing those is because I haven't been buying a lot of bourbon. There's not been a lot of bourbon out there that I could find that I haven't already got. So, I've said it a million times, y'all
What
may
a
have,
problem to have, though, right?
well, you all may, yes, it's a good problem.
What a problem to have.
Peter says, he says, "Happy Friday night, cheers, and escaping the heat in the man cave."
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
And this is where it is the coolest in the house.
It really is. The
In the
basement is
Bourbon
definitely
Basement.
cooler.
The Bourbon Basement.
Peter, thank you for tuning in, sir. Happy
Yes.
Friday to you.
And welcome.
And thank goodness for the cool, because I've been out in it all week, and
That's right.
It's
I'm
bad,
done.
ain't it?
I'm
I've been on call, so that's one of the things. But so I'm not doing that bourbon because we're not really buying a lot of bourbon. But my goal here at the Bourbon Basement to share with you guys, I want to try every Kentucky bourbon at least once. I know there's going to be some I can't get my hands on, some that may get discontinued before I buy them and all that stuff. But I've got over 350 bottles of sealed bourbon in the basement
currently.
and we've got over 175 bottles of empty bourbon in the basement. And every one of those empty bourbon bottles has a rating on them where we've rated them. We haven't done a show on all those bottles, so unfortunately, some of
You're
those
gonna have to
bottles
rebuy.
I'm going to have to rebuy to do a show
But
on.
some of them are very good bottles that you should have to
There
rebuy.
are some really good bottles over there. I've already started some of the bottles on the rebuy, but anyway, that's why I'm not doing a bourbon hauls because I'm not finding a lot of bourbon. And it's getting harder to find because the bottles that are out there that I need are the ones that everybody is trying to get. Those hard to
It's
get
basically
bottles
a bidding war.
that allocated stuff. And I'm not one of those guys. I will pay more than a bottle's worth, I think, to get it sometimes.
At least once.
But I'm not one of those guys that does that very often. I always try to get them at MSRP, so that means a lot of bourbon drops and lottery systems and all that kind of stuff. Trying to do some wheeling dealing and trading and stuff, but
Well, that
it
being
doesn't
said,
always work.
another thank you to Tracy for getting us that bottle last week.
Yes.
Because that is probably a bottle that would have taken a while to actually make
That
its way into the bourbon.
was
basement.
Rock Hill Farms. If y'all didn't watch that last
That's a big
week,
one.
got that bottle here, and poor Tracy. It's over half gone. Sorry if he's watching today. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You will get some, I promise.
At
It
least
was
a
unopened when we got it.
At least a sip. But that was another bottle that probably would have taken a while to make its way into the bourbon.
I had
basement.
never seen one of those in a store.
That's
Only
what I'm
secondary.
saying.
Only
And
secondary.
Secondary price is kind of outrageous. So he bought that, so thank you again to him. I did have a pour of that, and it is a very good bourbon. I know I wasn't on for the whole show last week. I was only on for the
But we had a
first portion.
surprise guest.
Yes, surprise guest. Yay!
Tune in for that.
Yeah,
If
tune
you
in.
haven't
If
seen
you
that
haven't,
show.
if you haven't watched that episode, I definitely recommend going and doing it. First of all, you get to see me for the first portion of it. That's the most important part. But my sister also came on for the first time ever on the Bourbon Basement. So that was a very special Father's Day episode, taking my place when I had other obligations to attend to. But anyway, so as far as this is concerned, thus far, I love the smell.
The smell, I just now put it up to my nose for the first time. It is a pleasant smell. It's not too sweet.
So what kind of...
I get a little bit of dark chocolate in it.
This
That's
is
kind of the first thing I pull out.
101 proof, guys, 50 and a half.
Yeah, so, but
And
back to,
It kind of burns a little bit in your nose, I will say
I
that.
didn't get the burn.
It singes the nose hairs a little bit. It's got a little proof in there.
Yeah, you can, for 101 proof, it kind of smells hotter than a 101,
Which I kind of like.
but it's,
Just saying.
I get, the thing that jumps out the most is the big dark chocolate. I get a big dark chocolate note with that.
I get like grapefruit.
Okay, well, that's good. Now let me finish my
Yeah, go
little
ahead
spiel.
before
So, about the bottles and not buying a lot. So what I am buying is quality. And so when I find the store that I can get something at that has a good price, that has that quality, I want to point them out. This is the second week in a row. Last week I brought out the Single Oak Project from Prince Mart. It was the Single Oak product.
Right here in the little
project.
town of Paris.
And this week I went in there again, and this is what I found. So both those bottles, bring them both. So these are sitting on the shelves. This may be a regular thing in a lot of liquor stores now, but it's sitting there at MSRP. Still hard to find bottles sometimes. This is what I went in for because I saw that she had these.
And they do post actively.
And this is Prince Mart in Paris, Kentucky. Saw that she had these, so they post on Facebook a lot. So I went in there to grab one of these. Well, then I saw this sitting on the shelf.
This is a bacon, guys.
It is. It's another one of those that you never see sitting in the store. This one's gonna be in bourbon drops and lotteries. If you can't see it, that's the 4-grain E.H. Taylor. And on a secondary market, that's about a $400 bottle. I got it for under $100. So just saying, that's what it does. Now they know me there, and I do buy a lot of stuff from them. So there is, they want you to buy product. This was the last one of these. So thank you again, Prince Mark, for giving me another excellent bottle that we're going to do a show on one day. Because everybody knows here at the Bourbon Basement, we drink it, we don't resell it.
Every bottle we have will be drank.
We drink it, we don't resell it. So just
except for 2.
Which is that?
But we're not selling them either.
Oh, the $17.95.
$17.95 and that number 1 bottle of the barrel proof.
We've had this before. Does it make it any more valuable if it's got a number 1 for the bottle on the barrel proof?
Yes, it does. But we're not reselling it. It just won't be drank. Those 2 bottles will not be drank.
Anyway, thank you, Prince Mark, Paris, Kentucky, for the fine bourbon at the good price. All right, now
Round 1.
Round 1. That's the funny thing. It is not round 1. I have always called this round 1, and this bourbon, even though it's yeah, well, it stands for Registered Distillery Number 1. Okay, Registered Distillery Number 1. That's what it stands for. I've always called it round 1. I thought the RD1 was just round 1, no matter what, like a boxing match, and it's nothing to do with that.
Your all's opinion, what would you consider this? RD1.
RD1.
You would probably consider it round 1, right? Like, I figured that would be like a majority rule kind of thing.
I don't know. But
it was to me.
Well, it goes back to 1865. What they've done is they've honored the very first distillery in Lexington, Kentucky. It's what was it? I knew it a second ago. The Ashland Distillery in Lexington.
There you go.
So it's the Ashland Distillery in Lexington, Kentucky, back in 1865. It was the first registered distiller in Lexington. So it got the number RD1. Now, don't get that confused with DSP Kentucky 1. That's the federal regulated code for distilled spirits plant, DSP. So the DSP Kentucky 1, that belongs to the Bernheim Distillery in Louisville.
Cool Runnings says happy Friday, folks, and cheers.
Happy Friday, Cool Runnings, and
cheers,
cheers to you. So don't get it confused with that, because that's the Bernheim Distillery on DSP Kentucky 1, Bernheim, owned by Heaven Hill Distillery. But they brought back the Ashland Distillery RD1. So round 1, you'll probably hear me call it round 1 because that's what I call it.
Round 1.
It's RD1. It stands for Registered Distillery Number 1.
Goose Master said, I thought it was round 1 as well. Nice info.
Thanks, Goose Master.
FYI.
We know who Goose Master is.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, a little bit about the Ashland Distillery now. So the Ashland Distillery, it was the original RD1. It opened in 1865, the first registered distillery in Lexington, Kentucky. It was purchased by William Tarr and renamed the William Tarr Distillery in 1871. All right. Then it was pretty much a powerhouse distillery until 1920.
Prohibition.
That's right. And then it got shut down, and you never heard anything about it again until 2020 when they opened up RD1 in honor of the Ashland Distillery.
So who picked it back up?
Well, I've never even looked that up. Isn't that crazy? I didn't look up the owners. So I guess there was more stuff I could have found out.
The history buff out here don't even know who picked it back up in 2020.
Oh, well. But anyways, picked
After
up in
200
2020.
years.
They resurrected the name, the modern RD1 spirits. And it was, they created it specifically for the finishings. They wanted to finish bourbon. So experimental wood finishings is why they created this. So that was in 2020. In 2022, they released their, go ahead.
When did the overseas thing kind of take off? Like the aging overseas? What year did that take off?
I don't know. What do you mean aging overseas?
Like where they sent them, like shipped them overseas to wherever and allowed that bourbon to age on the boat?
That's Jefferson's. what are you thinking about?
I'm trying to see if this was before or after this kind of thing took over.
I think that is a modern thing. The
So, like,
aging,
really
the ocean age is kind of recent, and then of course Never Say Die was a Kentucky bourbon that went to England and back, all that kind of stuff, because that's where they wanted to do that. But that kind of stuff is more modern. Back then, you got to think that they didn't get across oceans very easy, so they wasn't the whiskey they took, they probably drank on that ship. So
Whiskey or rum?
yeah.
For all of your Pirates of the Caribbean fans out there.
All right, so they created this for experimentation, and in 2022, they officially released their core products, which is, and this is why we're doing this one, it's the RD1 French Oak, all right, and then the double oak and maple barrel finished, and the Brazilian Amburana wood. So
basically any tree that they could put into a barrel, they're gonna do it.
No.
Let's get those good.
This was kind of a tribute to their core lineup that they come out with. So that's what they started releasing in 2022. Their big kind of bottles that they started releasing, they had a little bit of age. They were 12-year-olds, I think. They honored the William Tarr, so they were a William Tarr bottle.
Do we know how old the one we're drinking now is?
These bourbons are 5+ years old. So they take a 5-year-old bourbon and then they finish it. So it's a little older than 5 years usually. That's kind of what they go for. So
and usually when people finish something, it's about 6 to 7 months or something like that with the.
It just depends on what they're looking for, the taste they're looking for, and they are experimental finishing. So they will try different lengths of time, different wood staves, different kind of finishes like that to do that. So
we'll just call this a 5-year with probably a year finish.
No, I don't think it's that long. I think I saw it was like maybe 4 months.
Okay, so a 5-year with a 4 month.
And when they finish this, what they do is they take that barrel, they pop the bung out, and they take this chain. They take this chain of staves. We've seen it at Lux Row Distillery. They were finishing some bourbon there too. They've got a plastic mesh over these small wooden staves that I guess were French oak in this situation.
Apparently.
And they look like have you ever seen how sausage is made? It comes out as a link and then a link and a link and they're all chained together. That's kind of what this looked like, and they just dropped that down in the barrel
and then pull it out.
Put the bung back in.
So this is aged with sausage.
No.
Oh, no.
French oak.
French oak sausage.
All right. So anyway.
French oak.
No, French oak staves, guys. It's all right.
All right. The Brazilian Amburana wood finish. That's that one, right? Okay. Yeah, that's where I was. All right. So in 2025, round one did open a distillery. So last year they opened a distillery down in the Commons, which is kind of a well-known hangout place there in Lexington. However you say it.
Amburana.
Amburana.
Yes.
There's no R after the U.
Amburana. All right.
No.
Amburana. Amburana.
Amburana. Yeah. You said Amburana or something like that. I don't know what you said. Amburana.
I've never seen that wood before in my life, so I
don't know what it is.
Excuse me for not knowing how to pronounce
It's
it.
probably Cuban.
All right. But anyway, in 2025, they built a distillery down there in Lexington Commons. It's 10,000 square foot distillery. It is a micro distillery. They make about 50 to 100 barrels of bourbon there a year. They have a tasting room.
Jim Boy said fancy wood.
Fancy wood, definitely. They have a tasting room, a bourbon bar, a speakeasy. They have a place that they have a wood finishing lab, and an event space. They offer tours, tastings, and a fill your own this size bottle.
So they do finish their own wood.
Well, so that's another thing. So they have an experimentation lab there in Lexington where they do some experimenting on their finishes. But as far as I've researched, that stuff that they make there is just used in their visitor center and they offer it to visitors in their tasting experience. So, but what they might do is they might come up with a combination that they like, and then they tell the people that actually distill and age the bourbon what they want to do with it. So, and I'll get to that in a minute, because this is where I get left off, or I get kind of jumping down rabbit holes and through some hoops.
And here we go.
But this wasn't that bad, because I just told you they opened in 2020. They released the product in 2022, but they didn't have a
Kinda crazy they
distillery.
opened during COVID.
Didn't even have a distillery. Well, that's true. Didn't even have a distillery until 2025. So where's the bourbon coming from?
Sourced.
All right, so it is sourced. All right. Oh, well, it is actually contract distilled now. But their older stuff, this stuff has to still be sourced, because their stuff that they started contract distilling couldn't be old enough, and I'll tell you why. You got anything? What other smells you getting out of there? So this is the French oak.
I'm past the smell kind of. I'm already on the tasting.
What smells did you get though?
Grapefruit, marshmallow, hazelnut, and for 101 proof, it does have a burn to it. Even going back now, I mean,
Alright.
you get that little sting, just a little sting.
My smells, of course I said dark chocolate, and that dark chocolate kind of overwhelms me. It's almost like a Mounds bar without the coconut, because I get kind of a almond smell in there. So I get
So
dark
it's a-
chocolate, I get almond.
It's an almond joy then, not a mound.
Oh,
Mound's
Mounds.
the one without the
A
almond.
Mounds has dark chocolate, no almond. Almond Joy has milk chocolate
Milk
with
chocolate
an
with an almond.
But I get an almond, I get dark chocolate, no coconut. Way to call me out twice today. Phew, you're working next week, right? Good.
Yeah.
Good, he's working next
I
week.
think I
Anyway.
I've been
He won't be
outsourced.
on the show.
I've been outsourced. First week back, and here we go.
Still get the caramel, and then just like
I'm not getting any caramel.
I get the caramel, and I get a fruity sweetness. I can't call it a grapefruit though, but I can't really describe it.
See, it's like tardy though. That's why I say grapefruit.
Well,
it's
I
not
get
a sweetness. It's a tardiness.
I get the fruity sweetness, but not.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Who said that?
Jim boy.
Yeah,
Sometimes you feel
this
like
one
a
over
nut.
here.
Oh.
But
Sometimes you don't.
it's very toasty though. Like you get the oak in the smell and the taste.
Yes, and I think that's a lot of that second stay finish, that French
It's
oak.
very good.
I think that's what that French oak does to this. So, down my rabbit hose, of course I go to my #1 search engine of Google. And I said, hey
And
Google.
he listens to AI.
I said, hey Google, tell me where round 1, or RD1, sorry, tell me where RD1 gets their bourbon made.
You could have said, "Tell me who restarted RD1
Well,
in 2020."
I got on this. Sorry. You could do research and help out with all that stuff. And you can say, hey
Apparently, I'm
Dad,
gonna have to.
hey Dad, did you get this? And I'll be like, no, Ryan, that'll be something great for you to talk
I
about.
thought that would be like one of the first things done. Like, hey, we closed in 1920, so
Well, I'm terrible with names anyway, so I wouldn't have remembered. But anyway, so when I asked Google who made their bourbon, it's Western Kentucky Distilling Company in Beaver Dam, Kentucky. So Western Kentucky Distilling Company produces and ages their bourbon, and that's a fact. That's fact.
No false.
No false. Fact, Western Kentucky Distilling Company does that. So I started looking into Western Kentucky Distilling Company. All right. So the master
Jim boy
distiller.
said pick up the slack, Rad.
All right. So the master distiller and COO is Jacob Call. All right. Now Jacob Call is an 8th generation Kentucky distiller with roots back to 1791. But his grandfather and dad, they both worked for Jim Beam. And Jacob himself, he was the master distiller who helped revive Green River. All right. So
So at least we know who revived.
he was a founder of Western Kentucky Distillery Company. Now the co-founder was J.D. Edwards. He's the president of Western Kentucky Distilling Company. And he worked with Call at Green River as the controller. All right. So they founded the Western Kentucky Distillery, and they actually produce this bourbon right now. But when did they found this distillery? So they did not fill their first barrel at this distillery until 2023.
Wow.
So this bourbon cannot be from them right now, right?
Couldn't be.
All right, so this is contract distilled by them now.
I'm not
But-
very smart, but that is mathematically impossible.
It's impossible. But they are distilling bourbon for them now, and they're aging bourbon for them now. All right, so where did the bourbon we're drinking come from? And that's where I'm kind of getting into things, trying to figure that out. So I look up the mash bill. And the mash bill for this, and you all know I love mash bills, I don't know why. But the mash bill for
It
this
says a lot.
is 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. So these recipes right here, this is in Brazilian Ambura wood as well. So that one there, not this one,
What did you just say?
Amburana wood.
Ambura.
Amberonzum.
Round one. No, it's registered distillery one. So this, all four of these use this mash bill: 70 corn, 21 rye, 9 malted barley. Then from there, it was kind of easy with Google to find out where it was produced. And so I asked it, hey, where was the bourbon for RD1 produced before they went to Western Kentucky Distilling Company? And it said Green River, which
There
made
you
all
go,
the sense in
folks.
the world because Green River produced that mash bill. All right.
So we don't have any proof, but
And
all lines are pointing to yes.
no, and Jacob Call, and Google said, and Jacob
Google
Call,
doesn't lie.
and Google doesn't lie.
No, the
Google
internet.
doesn't lie, folks.
So Jacob Call and Edwards, both the founders of Western Kentucky Distillery, worked at Green River, so they have connections and contacts there. But so RD1 was sourcing barrels from Green River. They got the mash that they wanted, and then they had Western Kentucky Distilling Company, who had 2 ex-Green River employees open it, make that same bourbon there. So, because they want that consistency, they want that to be the same. Now, we all know that grains and distilling processes and stuff like that will still change a whiskey. So, when they finally release their first product from Western Kentucky, we don't know if it's going to be the same or not. And I'm sure it will be close, if not the same.
So what would the
So-
time frame be on that? If they're wanting these to be 5 years.
2023, so 2028 will probably be the first release.
Okay. Well, look forward to that, folks.
So until 2028, you're probably getting Green River sourced bourbon.
Until they actually do their own thing.
Yes. So now, finishes. Okay, so as of right now, it looks like Green River produces, ages, and actually finishes the bourbons. And it never comes back to like the Lexington Distillery or nothing. And I can't find out who bottles it. So that's like
So-
a mystery.
Where is that distillery in Lexington?
It's at the Commons. Do you know where the Commons is in Lexington? I hope you do, because I said it was kind of like a popular place there in Lexington.
Is it right there off of, it's not Winchester Road, is it? Or Georgetown Road?
No, I think it's more in the downtown area. What's that
This
up
is
there?
kind of near downtown.
Yeah.
So you come up, it's off a New Circle.
I don't know.
I don't know what road it is.
Oh,
Is it near Manchester?
it's the Commons. It didn't give me a street address.
So you
I
don't
thought
even
you know where the
are.
Commons was.
Well,
I
I'm
don't go to
trying,
Lexington.
I'm trying to decipher.
Where's the Commons?
Gene Boy said Manchester Street.
Manchester
Okay, so it's
Street.
the exact one I'm thinking about. It's literally
said-
right there in big bold. You can see the pot stills and everything.
He said Old Frankfurt Pike.
Old Frankfurt
Yes,
Pike,
thank you,
Manchester.
Gene Boy. Thank you. So it's the exact one I'm thinking about.
Could use tiny pour.
What? Oh.
I mean, I have had 3. It's okay.
Oh, have you?
I've had my 3rd sip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the earlier releases of this, they all come from Green River, and then the older ones, the past ones, the ones I don't have bottles of, they were from a different distillery because they were 12 years old. Those are the ones that were the William Tarr or WM Tarr label. So if anybody had some of those, I think they come out between 20 and 23. They were about 12-year-old blend. They had a 78 corn, 13 rye, 9 malted barley, and most likely came from Heaven Hill or the Barton 1792 distillery. Anyway, see, I told you there wasn't a lot of history. So that was it. Except I don't know who owns it.
Someone tell us who owns it right now. Someone Google it.
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
What do you think? I mean, just what do you think?
it's good.
It is pretty good, ain't
It's
it?
real good.
Okay, I'm happy with it. Now, French oak is one of the more popular finishes that you have. A lot of bourbons are finishing things right now.
We've had a few of them.
A lot of
On the
bourbons
show.
are finishing, and French oak is one of the most popular. And I think because it does do well with
I
the
think
bourbon,
I think the reason they do it, it's a potent wood.
it gives it a lot of extra flavor.
Yeah, it's a potent wood.
And
It's
it
not
does.
like oak
And it
or-
doesn't bring out a big sweetness. It keeps it kind of modest. It doesn't like overwhelm it with sweetness like when you have a maple finished. And this is a
See, but I like maple
this is
finish
the
stuff,
double
too.
oak and maple finished barrel.
I think that's going to be a great bottle.
It will, but it does add a lot of sweetness.
But I like sweet bourbon.
Yes.
Y'all know this.
The reason I have this one up here, this is probably the most reviewed, videoed. If you go online and you look it up, this is probably the one that you're going to see the most that people talk about. It's probably the best scored bottle that I have up here. It is the Kentucky Straight Whiskey finished with Japanese Mizunara. How do you say? Mizunara. Mizunara.
Good
Mizunara
job.
and French oak. What that is, they call that the sister cities, and I wrote a little bit about that here.
Sister cities?
Because it's Japan, France, and America, and
Triplets.
it's a unique multi-wood finish blend of bourbon and rye whiskey. So you won't see us do a review on this one on the show.
Because it's not a Kentucky
Because
straight
it's
bourbon.
not a Kentucky bourbon. It is a whiskey. But I walked in there to Total
It was
Wine.
a gift bag. We didn't buy it outright.
No, I did. I bought it. Remember, this was we went
You
into
could've-
Total Wine and they had the tasting of it there, and it was delicious. You remember it? And he had it on the shelf. It was almost $70, and I did buy it that day.
It says DuckDuckGo. Says it's owned by entrepreneurs of Lexington and other key investors.
So it's a multi-investor company.
See,
now.
maybe that's why I couldn't find names. Not even
Duck-
my fault.
Who said
Thank
that?
you, DuckDuckGo.
Boy.
Gene Boy. DuckDuckGo, really? We're using the incognito
What
mode
was
on Google?
DuckDuckGo?
It's incognito. It's basically so they can't track what you're searching. DuckDuckGo, really?
DuckDuckGo. Thanks, DuckDuckGo.
I used to use it. I can't say anything. I use Google now.
What was you tracking at DuckDuckGo?
Well, people said that. Oh, Google can track what you search.
Oh,
I
I don't
was
mind.
like, I don't know about that.
I don't mind. Anyway, this one here, probably
Gene Boy says Google sucks.
Google sucks.
this got a 95 at the New York Spirits Award, so it's probably the highest. That was last year's, probably the highest number that they've gotten. I don't know that's a fact, but what they've done is they've
If
taken
you all
a,
want, go back, scan that QR code, and you can learn more about the sister cities.
there you go. But this one here, it's three different components. It has a 5-year-old bourbon finished in French oak, which is 2 times. So it's this bourbon, but it's aged with French oak 2 times longer than this one.
So probably 12
So
months.
say 8 to 12 months maybe. Okay. Then
I'm
they
gonna say
take
they probably age it for 6 months.
they
for
take
percentage.
that and they mix it with a 7-year-old bourbon, same mash, so just this without any barrel finishes. And then they mix an 8-year-old rye in there, and I don't know the mash bill for the rye, but they mix 8-year-old rye whiskey, which turns this to a whiskey instead of
How about
a.
we not
a batch.
move that out anymore?
And then they combine all that and finish it with Japanese Mizunara. Yes, yes. Japanese
I gotta see it.
Mizunara wood.
You won't be
It's
able
on the thing.
Can't read his
So
writing.
now, if you know anything about the Mizunara wood, it's rare, it's expensive, and it's,
Mizunara.
dang it, Mizunara wood. It's rare, it's expensive, and it's difficult to work with. So
Great.
Oh.
that's something that you look forward to.
Just
All
like
right.
anything else Japanese.
Well, now let's get on to your tastings. What'd you taste?
Toasted marshmallow. It's like a campfire marshmallow s'more, like straight up. But then you also get a little bit of that. I'm still getting the fruitiness on the palate, like I am on the nose, and it's sweet, but it's also not. That's why I said tardiness earlier. And I don't really know. Grapefruit on the nose, I think, but maybe more plum on the palate.
Plum-esque?
Plum-esque?
I'm with you. I think you're dead on the plum. I still get, so I smelt dark chocolate. It overwhelmed me. I taste dark chocolate. So I get that dark chocolate. You said s'mores.
I don't get any chocolate, though. It's s'mores, but it's more the toasted marshmallow for me than anything.
But you said s'mores, which is graham cracker, marshmallow, and chocolate.
See, there is cinnamon there.
I get the graham cracker, and I get the chocolate. I don't get the marshmallow. So I get the graham cracker and the chocolate. I get the
marshmallow.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Potent.
I get a kind of a roasted nut in there.
See, I said hazelnut.
Well, I get a roasted nut, and I want to say almonds because that's what I smell, but it's some kind of roasted nut.
Some kind. We don't know which one.
It's nutty.
There's a lot of nuts out there,
It's nutty, a little bit nutty.
including this one.
I get that nut on the finish with a little bit of black pepper.
See, I'm still getting nuttiness, but I still say hazelnut over anything.
Hey,
Maybe a slight bit of pecan.
Corey said late to the party, but I'm here now.
Corey!
Appreciate you
said-
tuning in, sir. Hopefully everything's doing good.
He said, Happy Independence Day, gents.
Thank you, Corey.
Happy early Independence Day.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was great for me because basically I've been on call for 2 weeks, and it's been
Not
hot.
basically, it's been.
Well, I mean, that's why I haven't done my tasting of the mash bill number 2 from Buffalo Trace. I'm going to
it's
do
been
that.
busy.
I'm going to do that tasting and see which one I like the best. And then that bottle will go back to Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, again. It will go back to him.
I would
after
say
that,
something else.
it may
but-
just have a little bit in it, but it'll go back to him after that.
I
tasting.
would say something else, but I don't think I'll say it on live.
No, don't say that. And then, but that's why I haven't done all that stuff. Haven't put those videos out there is because I am on call. Today I had a member of my crew. He offered to take my call from 3 o'clock on tonight.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
I'll be back on call in the morning, so at least I got tonight to do my show. So that's good, and I do, and to have a well needed drink with my buddies. A well needed drink with my buddies.
Thank you all for all of our drinking buddies out there, guys.
Yes. Let's go ahead and review it. Give it a rating.
You first.
You first. You're the guest, really, because you ain't been here for half all the time.
At least the camera's straight tonight, though. Am I right? No. It is so good. It is a sweet, tarty, nutty bourbon, guys. I don't like the color of it so much. It's not near as dark as what I think it should be, considering the age and the staves in it.
It's only 4, and they don't like age it in another barrel. They just drop staves in it. So
Still, though, I think it, like 4 years plus 6 months with staves in it, I think it should be darker than what it is. So the color of it, I'm not going to hold it against it too much because it is very...
it's light compared to that one.
It is very good. It's just sweet enough, just nutty enough, and just toasty enough to be an excellent bourbon.
I think so too. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I mean, on the nose, I got grapefruit because tarty fruitiness. I got hazelnut. I got that marshmallow, the toastiness right up front, and then on the palate, it kind of matched the nose to a T.
Yeah.
Except for on the palate, I got more plum-esque than the grapefruit. It's very good, though.
Cool Running says that Cadbury bakes them and covers them in chocolate.
Oh, really?
Hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts? That sounds good.
Really
Cadbury cream hazelnut?
No, well, it's not cream, but Cadbury, the company,
Like makes
takes
the
the
eggs.
hazelnuts, dips them in chocolate. And
Oh.
I bet that is good.
Yes.
If
that
they
sounds
dipped
good.
it in dark chocolate, it'd probably taste just like
Just
this
like
bourbon.
that.
You know, speaking of that, I've not had a Cadbury cream egg in probably 5 or 6 years.
You don't eat.
You don't need a lot of sweets.
I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I used to love those.
Me, on the other hand, mini Cadbury eggs.
I've not had those in years.
And me, I like them with the caramel in the middle.
Caramel for the produce.
Mhm.
Caramel for the produce over there.
That orange dreamsicle cream or whatever they put in there, that I would literally
I've never had that.
I'd bite the top. Yeah, you have.
Orange creamsicle in the Cadbury
No,
egg?
it's orange and white. The cream is orange and white.
In the Cadbury egg?
Yes.
Oh, I always had the one that looked like an egg. It was white and yellow.
Yeah, it does.
It's
It's-
orange, not yellow.
No. Oh, you've had them with orange in the middle?
I
I've
thought it
never
was
had
yellow.
one of those.
I thought it looked just like an egg.
It is an egg. It's a chocolate egg.
I know, and
but
when
the
you broke
swirl-
it open, I thought it looked like an egg. This is a controversy.
It's not yellow. It's orange.
I thought it was yellow,
No.
like an egg, a real egg, like white with a yellow yolk.
Yellow is vibrant. Orange is kind of subtle.
Orange is like oh granddad, and yellow is like
Okay.
E.H.
All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, we're out of here.
Are Cadbury cream eggs white and yellow or white and orange? Help me out here. It's orange.
I think you got a defective egg.
It's orange.
Anyway, all right. So my tasting of this, I kind of agree with Ryan. The smell was very good. I got a big dark chocolate note in the smell. I get a big dark chocolate note in the tasting. A little bit of graham crackers, and I still taste that oakiness and that smokiness. And I think that's that French oak coming in there to it.
See, I don't get any of your chocolate though. I've not had that
Well,
one.
I don't
Those
get
or
your
the powder.
marshmallow.
Well, I guess we even out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still have a s'more.
Both of our opinions together, it's a s'more.
There you go. But I'm
But it
pleasantly
is-
surprised.
It's very oaky though. You get the toastiness and the oakiness, and I love that in a bourbon.
So these two bourbons I actually tried, because this one I tried at the store. The reason I bought it, because it was very good. This one here was Jackson's Wine and Spirits there in Lexington, Kentucky. And it was their store pick. And you can taste all their store picks. If you go in there, they'll let you try their store picks.
I didn't know that.
And it was very good. So
That's
I
the
bought-
one right off of Old Paris Pike, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Is
at
that-
the.
it's-
Old Paris Pike, you go across
Yeah.
New Circle, and it's
Yeah.
one up there on
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a store pick from there, and it tastes very good, so I bought it. But these, their original ones, I had never tasted, and really, sometimes these newer distilleries, they put out a lot of
Iffy.
stuff, and it's not really the best bourbon. And you go and you try it, and of course, when you're there, you're drinking and having a good time, and it seems really good. But then when you get home and you got a bottle of it, you're like, that may not have been the best purchase. But anyway, this one here, I didn't even do that. And I purchased the small bottles, being safe. And I should have got, and I probably will get a big,
basket.
I'll probably get a big bottle of this.
It's very good.
Yes.
This is a good bourbon.
This is the first RD1 bourbon I've ever had, and probably should have started with a small batch if they had it, like we normally should.
They don't do that. They do wood finishing. So everything
On
that you
all
get,
of them,
everything you get from them is going to be wood finished bourbon.
so there is no small batch.
That's what they specialize in. That's what they opened the distillery for, was to do those experimental wood finishes.
Well, good.
So there you go.
So we started right where we needed to.
This was one of their originals. So this was probably the first of their originals. And then came, I'll let you pronounce it. Then came this one. And then came this one.
Brazilian Amberana wood.
Okay, and then this one.
Double finish in oak and maple bourbon.
That's
Or
the
oak and maple barrels.
that's the ones that that's their original lineup. The rest of these are specialty kind of things.
We're gonna start calling this the ultimate trio.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Trio. Well, it was very good. I'm definitely
If-
going to go to
if
Lexington.
the
I've been
other-
putting off.
If the other two taste as good as that one, then that it would be an
We
ultimate.
didn't
I'm-
get your opinion yet.
I'm guessing this maple one's going to taste really good too.
I thought it was delicious.
You liked it. It
Very
is.
much
And
so.
it is. And
What were
just
you
for a 4 to 5 year old bourbon too. I'm a kind of a bourbon snob when it comes
I-
to age, because I like the older
I
ones.
did get a mixture of what y'all were talking about, but I
So
did.
all of our palates were a little different, but same.
a little bit
same
the
pattern.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of the same thing, but I did taste the grapefruit that you was smelling.
So
One
you
thing-
tasted grapefruit. You
I-
smelled grapefruit. I had no grapefruit.
I tasted plum. I was leaning more toward plum on the palate than I was nose on the grapefruit. So, all in all, we were all on the same page. I will say, I think it's simple. This is a simple bourbon, but
You say simple, but I've had bourbons that I would call simple that you just get like maybe like one flavor out of or two. But there was actually a lot of smells and a lot of flavor to this.
the reason I say simple is because 3 different palates,
Same
all
taste.
the same kind
It
of
had
area.
similar.
So maybe
Yeah.
the taste that they incorporated in there, the tastes that are in there are just so overwhelming that most of the time people
That's what you're
seem
gonna
to-
pick
I'd
up
say
on
that
it.
if you were to look up a professional taster, like goes around and tastes bourbon and critiques
See
it,
what his palate was like.
I'd say that we would have a lot of the same flavors that he would
I
have.
bet you're right.
That's kinda
Because
what I'm-
it kind of stands out. The little bit
And
of
that's
that
not a
nut,
bad thing.
little bit of that nut. That you don't get chocolate, but I do. You get marshmallow, I don't. We both get some
She got
grapefruit
grapefruit on the
s'mores.
taste, I got it on the nose.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it a rating.
Cool Running said, just like my local Irish whiskey, it's all finished in something.
It's finished in something local Irish.
And
That's
then- And then Corey said RD1 is the bourbon that Mark Stoops owns, isn't it?
Mark Stoops is an owner. I did read that.
He's one of the
So
owners,
he's an
yeah.
investor.
And he's an investor in there. Mark
Yes.
Stoops and
Yeah.
his family. It
I don't know
said
who Mark Stoops is.
he was a coach for the UK Kentucky Wildcat
That
football team.
wasn't that the most recent one? That's Mark Stoops?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yes, maybe.
Yes.
I don't keep up with. I'm sorry, I only
I'm
do
not
N-
from Kentucky.
I only do NFL. I don't keep up with college football. So
I'm not from Kentucky.
All right.
sorry.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it ratings. Let's.
Go ahead.
I will definitely visit this distillery in the future. It's right there in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
We go all over the place to visit distilleries,
I used to
and
pass
we
it all the
never
time.
visit the ones in Lexington.
We
I used to
have.
pass that distillery all
We-
the time.
We haven't even done the pepper distillery.
We haven't, but we done the Midway one.
That's
That's
not
not
Lexington.
Lexington.
That's Midway.
But it used to be.
We did Bluegrass Distillery when it was in Lexington.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I
Yes.
understand what you're saying.
We,
That
so,
was like our first distillery tour ever.
So we did
And
do
it was
that,
in
and then it got
an
its
abandoned
own.
warehouse. And
It
yeah, it
was.
was crazy. Anyway,
Save it for later, you two.
so I'm very much like this. It was really
It's good.
It is really good,
Very.
and I'm gonna give it an 8 flat.
Oh,
Wow.
I know
Yeah.
I gave it that high, and I'm surprised myself.
you said wow. Is that low or high?
No, that's
It's pretty high, I
I mean,
think,
it's
for a
high
4-year-old bourbon.
an 8.
I gave
Eight
it an
flat?
8. I gave 8 flat. It's
What do you
high
got?
considering I gave Rock Hill Farms an 8-1. She gives it an 8-2.
8-2.
What's
I
your?
was gonna say 8-1.
Was you really?
Was
So
you?
why was you so surprised with my rating?
Because I didn't think you all would think the same as I did.
All right, so 8, 8-1, and 8-2. All right,
So that evens
8,
out to an
8-1,
8-1.
8-2 from the producer. I'm so surprised.
It's a good bourbon.
This
guys.
bourbon needs to be put in one of our blinds to see if we think the same of it.
It's a good bourbon.
It is very good.
Cool Running wants to know what is your nearest distillery?
Hartfield and Company.
Yeah, it's like
It's
2
the
minutes
only
up the
one here
road.
in
It's
Paris,
like
Kentucky.
A mile up the road.
Yeah, it's the only one here in Paris, Kentucky. It's 3 blocks away. It's Hartfield and Company. You may not have heard of it.
Technically, you only pass
It
one
is
block.
another one of those.
do you have one?
Yes, we have several of the Hartfield and Companies.
You only pass one block going from here to there.
Yeah, but
Where is
it's
your
about
Hart-
3 city blocks, I guess.
Where is your Hartfield?
Hartfield is either down there or over here on
Oh,
this
yeah.
side.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Really.
But that's
But I guess you would have to say the next closest distilleries would be the ones in Lexington, Kentucky, which would be the
And it says-
This
RD1.
one.
it says Old Bourbon County.
Well, this is made by Hartfield. The Old Bourbon County is made by Hartfield,
Bourbon
and
County
then they
Board of
have
Raised.
They
so
have,
that's made by Hartfield. That's made by our closest distillery. That's Bluegrass, baby. That
oh
ain't
Bluegrass. Okay, sorry.
close. Hartfield is the other one.
Who's baby? That's producer.
Oh, I mean produce.
Oh yeah. There's
Just one of them.
Okay.
This is this is Hartfield and Company's name brand. It's a pre-prohibition bottle. They make these using the smaller barrels.
Yes.
This they make with the 53-gallon barrels. in
So that
Lady
is the
Bakersfield.
closest one.
And then they make a Franken whiskey that we've
So
done
we
a
can
show on.
Put this back now.
Yeah, these can
Because-
go back. We're talking about this.
I don't know why we
So
have
I
to pull
guess,
those out.
I guess round one
Because he wanted to know our closest one.
would
We
be,
could've-
one of the second, Lexington, Kentucky would be round one, and the Pepper Distillery.
Yep.
Uh,
Jim's Pepper.
is there
You got
any,
one in Bardstown.
well, yeah, but these are close. They're about an hour and a half away. These are 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
I don't think Makers is an hour and a half away. Not from
It's
here.
pretty close. This is about 20 minutes away from us, and the JW Pepper, it's about 20 minutes away. Is there any other distilleries in Lexington?
What's the? Is Pepper the one over there next to Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gene Boy said Hartfield would be the Bourbon Basement.
It would be
And then Cool Runnings said Titanic Irish Whiskey is my nearest.
Titanic Irish Whiskey.
Yes.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Corey,
It's a good movie.
Corey said Town Branch.
Oh yeah, Town
Town
Branch
Branch.
in Lexington.
Yes.
Town Branch is close.
Yeah. So we've got a handful that's.
Yeah, there's
close to
at
us.
least, so we know there's at least 3 in Lexington,
Yeah.
1 in Paris.
One
Those
here.
are real close. And the funny thing about it, Town Branch, Pepper, and RD1, we've never been to, and they're the closest ones that we've had.
That's right up your alley.
Going
just
all
like-
the way away.
Just
first.
like trying the highest bottle of any distributor first.
When you brought up the Titanic, there was room for 2 on that door, I can tell you.
100%.
There so was. They did him wrong. They did him dirty.
Gosh dang, Joe.
All right, we've taken up enough of everybody's time.
Yeah.
Man, I hope y'all enjoyed drinking with us tonight, so close it out, Rise.
If you all have not had the opportunity to try this, I definitely recommend you try it.
34 states. It's in 34 states right now.
There you go.
34 to 50, it's a pretty good ratio. So everyone should be able to get their hands on it. I don't know about the Europeans that we have watching maybe, but I'm sure you get it shipped to you. But very good bourbon, very sweet, very toasty, good overall. My only gripe with the entire thing, I wish it was darker.
Wish it was dark.
I just wish it was a little bit darker. I do like that color. But
Yeah.
thank you all so much for tuning in. Give us a little bit of time out of your Friday evening. Hopefully everyone has a great start to your weekend. Hopefully we didn't take up too much of your time or we're too annoying or anything like that. I wish everyone the happiest of course. Happy 250th anniversary to America. Celebrate safely and responsibly. I know you won't, but at least I can preach it.
Just have all your fingers when you're done.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
please.
come home with all your limbs, fingers, maybe one eye. You can lose an eye.
But no,
What?
don't lose an
No.
eye. Don't lose an eye. Let's
You
not
can
do
lose
that.
an eye. You can still
No
see.
way.
But thank you all so much. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like the videos, spread the name of the Bourbon Basement around to all your friends. All that being said, why drink alone?
When you can drink with us.
We'll see y'all next Friday.
How about a hug, son?
Happy 4th.
Ah, happy 4th.
Yay!